She fucking with me and she feeling important, especially on the whole double phone report.
What's going on, guys? GMB back with another video. Shout out to all the new subscribers, man. I appreciate your support. Salute to all the grown men out there handling their motherfucking business, all right? Hope you fellas are continuing to take care of yourself spiritually, mentally, physically, and financially. Check this out, guys. Stop being manipulated by damaged women. Now, what do I mean? You get into a situation where you are speaking with a woman or dealing with a woman, and you will go start to wonder, why hasn't anyone wifed her up? Why isn't she in a relationship? The thing is about it, man, you must understand that anything worth having, anything that's worth keeping would have been kept already. You listen to these women talk about their past relationships, and they will tell you, this man, he beat me, he mistreated me, he cheated on me, he manipulated me, he lied to me, he did all this other shit. You will never hear women talk about the failure of the relationship as far as what they contributed to it. You will never hear it. And so after listening to this all this bullshit and becoming an emotional tampon for this broad, you will start to internalize her suffering, her past suffering. What you are dealing with is a damaged female, a narcissist. And she will tell you all the things that she's been through and all that other bullshit, but she will never tell you about how she attributed and contributed to what happened in the relationship. And then you will turn around and be the guy, the beta male simp mangina motherfucker, shout out to BOA, who will come in and say, well, I'm not going to be like the other guys. I'm going to be a good man. I am going to treat her like a queen. Not factoring in the fact that she stayed with these men for long periods of time simply because she enjoyed it. She is so damaged that she finds pleasure in pain. And you coming in being a sucker for this broad is only going to turn her off. See, what happens is once she reaches a certain age and she struggled so much out here in these streets, being for everybody, then she tends to look for the beta provider, the guy that's going to come in and, pay for all those terrible decision making. Someone who is going to put her on a pedestal, someone who's going to wife her up and treat her like a queen. But she's not sexually attracted to you. She is going to use you. Most of these women are post-wall, man. They've been down on the carousel so long that they have nothing left to offer, nothing left to give. But she still has something to give your motherfucking ass. She is going to give your ass a shitload of headaches and a shitload of heartache. She's going to hurt your pockets tremendously. See, a lot of brothers let damaged women take their ass down through there, when what you should have been doing is peeping the game ahead of time. See, the thing is about it, once you are in tune with your masculinity, in tune with your alpha essence, you recognize these women from the jump. These are the women that always have this victim mentality. They're always going to play this role of looking for sympathy and all this other bullshit because, attention and approval from social media and all this other bullshit doesn't work for them anymore. So they are going to start to fall into the victim mentality. They're not going to hold themselves accountable for any of the decisions that they made. It will always be the man's fault. Brothers, I implore you to not deal with damaged women, man. Because what you're going to do is pay for that. Because all the shit that she's been through, she's going to take it out on you. This is not a Tyler Perry movie, man. This shit never has a happy ending where you have broke through her hard-coated shell and found the good in her and all this bullshit. Man, a high-value man doesn't have time for that bullshit. Trying to dig in there, man, you're doing too much. And you're also getting distracted from your purpose. Do you feel me? Don't waste your time dealing with damaged and broken women, man. Women are receivers by nature. They receive semen, the seed from a man, and make a baby. They receive information and use it and apply it. You understand what I'm saying? They receive multiple penises. And it's been scientifically proven that it damages them psychologically the more men they sleep with. And a lot of you guys are trying to save bras that have had 50, 60, 70, 100, 200 motherfucking penises inside of them. And you think that you found a queen. You think you found a diamond. You have found a piece of rubble, a rock. And you are going to invest everything into someone who is simply a liability. Someone who isn't even worth your time. This is why it's important to develop standards, man, and stick to your motherfucking standards. Stick to your purpose. You know what type of women to deal with. Some of these women are still fairly attractive, but psychologically they're fucked. And you're going to give them everything. You'll put a ring on it. Because you have a scarcity mind frame. You don't have the abundance mindset. You understand what I'm saying? You're not true to your self-improvement. You're not who you need to be as a man. You're not where you need to be as a man. And then over time, after you've saved this motherfucker, she is going to, you've met this broad with a 420 credit score. Couldn't even get a $1,500 car in her name. She didn't have a place to stay. She was living with friends and all this other bullshit. And you take her in, she is going to get on her feet using your financial stability, all the while fucking off on you. Some of them may stay loyal to the cause because you are doing too much. Some of them. But at the end of the day, once she gets where she needs to be, she is going to think that she's better than you. And her hypergamy is going to kick in. She is going to look to upgrade from you. You have saved this bitch, and this bitch is going to play you. She has been playing you the whole time. She's riddled with a history of terrible decision making. And you think that you have something worth salvaging. You are a junkyard man. You are a junk man. You are taking on the responsibilities of other men's past, junk. You are actually eating several men's vomit. Do you feel me? And you are taking this on and making yourself look like a goddamn fool, because eventually you will look like a damn fool. Because everything that I say that she will do, she is going to do. Don't fall for this bullshit where motherfuckers are, working on themselves and improving themselves. No. They feel like they don't have to work on themselves for the simple fact that they have vanity. There will always be simps out there that's going to give her validation through social media. And once they start to realize that their looks are starting to fade and they're not going to be able to attract high quality men, then they're going to use other manipulation tactics to secure the bag, to look good for other people. She is going to do that on your fucking dime. A lot of you take in these women who have had multiple children by multiple men, and you will fall a victim to listening to her, playing the victim role, and you want to be Captain Saber. You're a sucker. And I implore you brothers to wake up to this bullshit. And that's all I wanted to say in this video, guys. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Share the video. Click that notification bell at the bottom, and I'll holler at y'all later, man. Peace. I'm out of here.
Hop in this road, put a room in my drink, now I'm swerving on fold. Feel like an ant, I move on the low. I've been the truth, and you gotta know.